Alright guys, we're getting back to our Thor catch up, and well, in this issue, we get a brand new Thor. You see, throughout the entirety of the first arc, Thor was alluding that something was wrong with his hammer. And well, in this arc, we get a pretty good idea of what that is. But well, we open this story up in Bronxton, Oklahoma, with a mechanic by the name of Adam Aziz. And well, this guy once went to prison for like 9 years for armed robbery and assault. But ever since he got out, he's basically been fixing up people's cars who generally couldn't afford to go to like a normal dealership and stuff like that. And well, while my man's out there working, giant freaking explosion right beside his shop. And he's like, oh, what the hell is that? And well, as we can see, it happens to be the mighty hammer Mjolnir. And so my boy just kind of drives up to it and he's just like, oh right, this is Thor's hammer. I know this for a fact. But that's also when he peeps something that's on the side of the hammer and decides to make a phone call. To who, might you ask? But we'll find that out in a moment. But sometime later, you know, the reporters and all of them come through, because you're not about to just have a big ass explosion pretty much anywhere and the news not be right on top of it. But it's also around this time that the person Aziz called just so happened to show up, that person being the invincible Iron Man, Tony Stark. And so Tony's just like, okay, everybody calm down. I need to talk to Aziz. Who is that? And that's when he's like, oh, it's me, man. What's up? How you doing? And Tony's like, you know what? Let's just kind of go ahead and skip past all the formalities. I guess really my biggest question is, how the hell did you call my personal phone number? Bro was like, well, to be honest, Mr. Stark, I wasn't trying to like intrude, but there's that. The reason this dude was able to call Stark was because Thor wrote Stark's number on his hammer. And Tony wasn't too happy about it. And for those of y'all wondering why he did this, well, literally in the first issue of the series when the Avengers was fighting some giant monster, Thor one-shotted the thing. And Tony, this guy got the brilliant idea to write on Thor's hammer. This man sitting up here in Asgard smirking like, yeah, that'll teach you to write on my hammer, you armored jackass. And well, considering that this is Bronxton, Oklahoma, these people remember when Asgard was sitting literally right out of their town. So everybody's like, oh, it's Thor's hammer. I'm trying to pick it up. I'm trying to see some stuff. Oh my God. And Thor's just like, guys, everybody relax and chill out. But that's when Adam also kind of calls over to Tony and he's just like, hey man, it's changing. It's doing something weird. So Tony runs over there. He's like, what's going on, bro? And well, instead of an inscription or Stark's number, it just says, pick it up. And Tony's just like, oh yeah, we're not having this. So he pretty much throws up a force field around the entire crater. While Tony's up there trying to do damage control, Aziz is just kind of like, huh, I wonder. And he reaches out his hand to touch the mighty hammer of Thor. And well, the next thing you know, we got a new worthy warrior on the scene. And of course, everybody is losing their mind. And Adam's just like, bro, why don't you throw up like another force field? And Tony just tells him, I don't know, maybe because the last one just got disrupted by a magical space hammer. So I'm just gonna do something a little bit more mean. And he hits an EMP that fries everybody's cameras and stuff like that, deletes all their files. Tony's like, all right, bro, listen, man, it's cool that you just got you some Thor powers, but this ain't your origin story. I'm gonna need you to come up off that right quick. And I mean, again, just being an average dude who ain't trying to cause no issues, he's like, yeah, nah, man, that's not a problem at all. My bad. But before he can hand that hammer over to Tony, they're both tossed to the side by the Rainbow Bridge because the hammer's true owner has just made his entrance. That's when Thor's just like, Adam of Oklahoma, I just want to apologize for any trouble that I might have caused you. Like, because of it, man, I owe you a favor. And like most of us would be, Adam's just like, bro, you're Thor. Like you're the real life Thor, dog. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was locked up when the whole Asgard thing was in Bronxton thing, but like, whoo, this right here is an honor, man. Oh my God, I'm so honored. And Thor's just kind of like, well, I mean, the honor is mine, but like, I'm gonna need that. And being an honorable fellow, Adam doesn't hesitate. He's just like, yeah, no, sorry about that, man. Here you go. But before that man Thor can take that hammer, something swishes in between them two, because Iron Man decides, ain't nobody leaving and ain't nobody doing shit until I get some answers. Thor's just kind of like, bro, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, what What are you talking about? Who even are you? And that's when Tony starts ranting that, you know, Thor gave out his number and all that. And Thor's just like, bruh, you wrote on my hammer. And as Tony continues to try to bark orders, Thor's just like, bruh, respectfully, I got stuff to do. So like, give me my hammer, fam. And Tony basically tells him, nah, until I get some answers, the hammer's staying with me. Entitled as hell as it may be, Tony's trying to stand on it. And Thor just looks at him and says, Tony, I don't answer to you, bruh. And that's when Tony closes that helm and was just like, yeah, okay, say less. Powers up some arm rockets and smacks that boy Thor in the face with his own hammer. And boy, I'ma tell y'all, that was a bad move. Tony about to find out what time it is. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is also a story for another time. As for now, I'm a Marshall T, and I'll catch y'all later.